Hi, my name is John Toole, and I want to show you how we would de-sucker not a very old vine, but sort of a medium stage or age type of vine, and one that we have in particular that has an older trunk and then the younger trunk with it. We've got double trunks on this one because we're sort of fearful of its winter hardiness, so keeping two trunks in sort of rotation, or at least of different age, sort of ensures that we are getting a reliable crop load from year to year. So what does that look like to de-sucker this guy? Well, if we look at the overall vine, I think it's healthy enough on top. It's got enough shoots on top that it's looking good. There's no reason to retain any of these suckers down here. So we can pretty much clean everything off from about the mid wire and down below, and then we'll even deal with some of this stuff in here. But starting down here at the mid wire, we can easily lop some of these off. Of course, they can either click off like that, but sometimes when you pull them off, you'll leave this little bit of stubs, and I would prefer to cut those a little more flush so we don't have to deal with them in the, well, either this season or in the future seasons quite as much. So, and then down here, you can see down through the grass here a little bit, all of these suckers, they can either also be easily pulled off at this point. They're fairly succulent in the beginning of June here. Or if you think you need to find their source a little bit better and get under the ground with your pruner, that's fine too. Get down in there and slice them down deep so that you get them as flush as possible. Alright, so it's kind of a nice job to get done early in the season like that, and it's not to say that they're not going to come back again once or twice, but the main flush of suckers is in the spring here, and if you can control them, you'll have a nice cleaner, much nicer cleaner vine for the future. Dealing with the rest of the vine up here, as you can see, there is a little bit of fruit on some of these shoots, and it's not out of the realm of possibility to keep some of that stuff. But depending on how much the canopy is going to droop down and shade your vine, if you're carrying fruit here, this canopy up here might shade that quite a bit. I think this is going to be a fairly open vine, so I might just leave an extra shoot or two down here for this time. Otherwise, any shoots that look sort of scrubby and scrappy and that I don't need, I'm going to get rid of those guys, and I'll just retain two shoots each direction, I suppose. So those are gone. This one shoot could be here. This one shoot could be here, and you got a little bit of fruit there, and that is also serves the purpose of what we would call a kicker cane. So, and just in case the tops get growing a little too fast, these are pulling some of the energy out of the trunk to help slow the top down just a little bit. You know, it's going to be a sink for that energy. The sink being the shoot tips and the fruit that it's carrying, and therefore slowing the rest of the growth down. So it's a technique that we sometimes use or need to use, but it's not a useful thing in every situation. Like I said, when it's too shady on top and the canopy comes completely down, this fruit will just only be down deep in the shade, and it won't be of high quality. So keep that in mind, and kind of go at it as you see fit. Thank you.